heard them the other day talking about Chatham Islands Virgin. They said that the Chatham Islands Virgin was someone that could... Jeepers creepers, is that a hawk? It was. We hit that, didn't we? Gee, I think so. Should we pull over? You travel around New Zealand doing a show about birds, and you don't expect to be killing them along the way. Unfortunately, this Australasian Harrier hawk here has run into our car as we're driving along through the Arthur's Pass, which is not such a bad thing, I guess. It's a bit of a pest, this thing, and a lot of people shoot them. They can kill native species, especially the chicks. It really hit the car really hard, and it's not a great feeling killing a bird. Australasian Harrier hawk, killed by TV presenter making show about birds. Say what you like about Palmerston North, but there's no better place in New Zealand if you happen to be a Harrier hawk in need of surgery. Massey University's veterinary school is the biggest in the country, teaching a new generation of vets while treating all manner of animals, from horses with fractured legs to Harrier hawks with broken wings.
So what we're going to do here is we're going to take the x-rays, we have to stretch all the wings and legs out. So we're going to knock him out. He's going to be under an anaesthetic while we do this. So we will deliver him with oxygen and anaesthetic gas through a mask and keep him asleep while we do the procedures. Gives us a chance to have a good look at the fractures and see whether he's going to make it or not.
Is this quite a pleasant experience for the Harrier hawk, this bit?
Once he's asleep, it is. At the start, he just views us as a strange predator.
Brett Gartrell is the head of the veterinary school, and today he's setting up a Harrier hawk for an x-ray. Like most of the hawks brought in, this one collided with a car and came off second best. The x-ray will determine if the bird needs surgery or to be put down to join the choir invisible.
So this is our x-ray of the Harrier, and so we've got the good wing out this side with the two bones in the wing there, and you can see here where the fracture is there. And you can see he's fractured the leg through there. There's a couple of pieces to the fracture on that side as well. But this fracture is, again, quite a nasty fracture in that it's got multiple fragments there, but it's far enough away from the joint that we will be able to pin and fix this one as well. So we'll have to have two surgeries, one on the wing and one on the leg, but he should come good. Okay.
He's groggy as all bugger, isn't he?
Yep.
He's going to go back to his Harrier hawk community and tell stories, and they'll be like, yeah, exactly. I went into this white room and they started prodding me with things, and they look.
No one will believe him.
They'll be like, no, you didn't, bro. Whatever. I'm sure there was a massive horse in there as well. They're abducting a horse at the same time. The hospital will see some 40 to 50 Harriers each year. Most with broken wings and legs, following collisions with cars. But the help doesn't come cheap. Each surgery will cost about $1,000. It looks like he's having a great time. Oh, he's got his mouth open, he's like...
Well, these guys,
smiling.
when they're stressed, freeze up. So each bird that gets stressed displays it quite differently. So these birds of prey will just freeze and not move on you until they grab you with their foot. So this one is another hit by a car, as most of these guys are.
Hang on a second. I thought I was doing God's work when I wasted that hawk on the Arthur's Pass. As the great ornithologist Guthrie Smith said, the hawk is a poor, low coward, a terror only to deformed creatures and weaklings. Worse still, they're Australians. Should we really be wasting our time and energy on these hawks? Or is this ornithological correctness gone mad?
These are a self-introduced species that was believed to have come over from Australia about 400 years ago. So nobody deliberately introduced the harriers to New Zealand. And they are a species that's done really well with the rural spread across New Zealand. If we've cleared land for farms, we've made the ideal habitat for these guys. So they're actually a New Zealand success story. They're a species that came here, got established, and works really well with people. There's no conservation benefit in treating these guys. They're doing very, very well without us at all. But the birds like this are excellent training birds for young vet nurses and vet students coming through. That I'd rather them do their mistakes on harriers than do them on falcons. Or I'd rather them make the mistakes on wood pigeons than do it on a takahe. Yeah.
So if you're a crook kiwi, an off-coloured kiridu,
So he's most likely been handled.
an arthritic, asthmatic, or just grey round the gills parrot, or even a pie-eyed oyster catcher.
He got hit by a light plane, take off at the wrong moment, and got in front of a plane at the time.
Then this is the place for you.
Okay. Now, someone got disciplined recently for getting access to George Clooney's medical files.
Hell, they'll even look after bats.
We've only got 2 species of bats, and this is a short-tailed bat.
These days, many people believe that bats are mammals. But according to Leviticus 19 in the Old Testament, bats are, in fact, birds.
You can see why people thought that they were the children of Satan.
What with the face?
They've got a weird-looking face, haven't they? Oh.
But if you're a sickly sparrow or a thrush with a yeast infection, the news is not so good.
We don't treat feral birds here. So there's a line we draw at some stage, and we say we're not going to treat the sparrows and blackbirds and things like that, but we are going to treat anything we consider native.
Is that birdist?
Yeah, definitely. And you'll find different degrees of birdist across different bird specialists. If you talk to a lot of the ornithologists about harriers, because they self-introduced 400 years ago, that's not long enough for them to be considered a native species. But as a recent immigrant myself, I take a slightly softer view.